Wednesday night racing returns to Happy Valley with another 9-race program. Welcome into Racing to Win. We've got all of the 9 races covered for you right here. Joined on the panel today by Paul Lally and Tom Wood. And Tom, a couple of weeks since we've been to the city circuit.
It is, Mark. Of course, we had the Royal Ascot simulcasts coming in last week, so there was no Happy Valley, so the track's had a week off. It'll be in pristine condition, but some rain about, but that won't affect the surface too much.
And for the jackpot punters, Paul, you're on your own this week.
Yeah, there's no jackpots at all this week. They all got one last time, so we can create some new ones maybe. But there's a few first starters there. Looking forward to seeing a couple of those run round. And also even fields looks right throughout the card.
Well, there's no scratchings to report, so we can get straight into the first race for Wednesday night. It's over the 1,200 metres and it's a Class 4 event. Island Shine, Chad Schofield rides for Ricky Yu at the top of the book. Maboob is on a class drop. Falcon Turbo has a wider draw. Gear change on the 4 Jazz Deed. The blinkers come off. A stable change for Blazing Beat goes from Jimmy Ting to Michael Cheng, and the blinkers come off him as well. 7 Scholar wears a hood. Viva Hunter goes from the 1,000 to the 1,200 for his second start. Top Military hasn't been seen since February. He's had 2 trials. And Sky Treasure, Tom, is a last start winner, but it was on the all-weather.
Certainly was, but he's a horse that has actually won course and distance, the 7-year-old. I've gone up front here with the Scholar, who's likely to go forward with the hood on, and he's trained by Peter Ho, so he's potentially one that can go forward, as too is the Sky Treasure. Maboob should be handy from gate number 11. Thought Island Shine might be able to push forward maybe and try and roll the dice to be a little bit closer. Jazz Steed shouldn't be far away. Horses like Viva Hunter and Falcon Turbo both likely to get back.
Our first replay does feature the top weight in Island Shine. Paul, this is him running second at Happy Valley. Lightly tried in Class 4, 2 starts for a second and a fourth.
Yeah, look, he's going well, this horse. It was a really good run, I thought. Prior to this, behind Universal Go-Go, he didn't really get much of a go. It's just where he's going to be in the run from the draw. He's got to carry the big weight, but everything's going well, and I think he's slightly better than Class 4, so I think he'll run well.
Yeah, and he's been closing off well in his recent races, has Island Shine. He was midfield and improved down the side last time out, and I thought he stayed on okay at the end there.
Falcon Turbo, Tom, barrier number 9 for him this week. There he is very wide on the home turn, but does make up many lengths in the straight.
He certainly does. He was right at the rear, but finished off particularly well out wider. He's got Antoine Hamlin from gate number 9, so the draw doesn't get any easier for him. A little bit hard to catch, though. He's a 1-time winner course and distance, a 3-time winner overall.
Yeah, look, he's well rated though. I mean, his last one was off 67. He's now down here into 50, as a rating 58 horse. So, look, I think he'll run well. I've got him in on a minor, though.
The horse that ran second in that replay, Telecom Smart, did go on the week later and win, or 2 weeks later and win. Regent Glory's had 1 start over at Shah Tin. He backs up for his second outing on Wednesday night. His trainer is David Hayes, and Tom had a chat with him. How did track work?
David, Regent Glory going around in the first race at Happy Valley. He ran pretty well, I thought, first up per 5th. What did you make of the run?
Look, I thought the race was a lot harder at Shah Tin than it is here at the Valley. I thought it was a solid effort, and he's learnt a lot from it because he's quite green going into it. But he's sort of done a couple of trials and that have been good enough to say he'll be very competitive in Class 4.
His last run, his gate speed was just fair, and then he wanted to get his head up a little bit. Do you think he'll be able to relax a little bit more this time round?
Look, first time at the Valley, the tempo's always fast, so I don't think the head's a problem. It hasn't been a head in training. It was just that they went to restrain him a little bit and he resented it.
What about Happy Valley, David, for the first time under lights? We know that can be a little tricky. How do you anticipate he'll handle that?
Look, I think he'll be okay. It's early in the day, so sometimes the first race isn't perfect under lights. You know, it's half day, it's a hybrid sort of thing, which makes it a bit easier for them. But they're always better for the run under lights, so I know he'll be better next season. We're going to try and turn him into a Happy Valley horse.
Okay, and how's his track work been leading into Wednesday night?
But you're very solid, and he'll be better when he gets to a mile too. He's by All-American who won the Emirates. Of course, I trained 1,000,000 years ago, and he got better as he was effective at 1,200, but better at a mile.
You'll be happy to hear that, Paul.
Yeah, I'm going to take a chance with him. I thought it was a really strong run there, fresh up, when he did run a really nice 5th. We saw that there as well, and he did get his head up on that occasion. But he's a horse that has had a couple of good trials, and one very particularly was very good on the all-weather. So he's on top. We'll make him the each-way player of the meetings at 10 and 4.7. Island Shine in there for second. Falcon Turbo is well rated, and Jazz Steed for 4th. 6, 1, 3 and 4.
Yeah, a bit like Paul, I'm going to side with Regent Glory as well, because I thought the first up run was encouraging. Comes to Happy Valley for the first time without a barrier trial there, but drawn gate number 6, he should be able to get just behind the speed somewhere. Island Shine, Jazz Steed, an amazement. He didn't have a lot of luck 2 back, and then last time out he was well back, but made good to inroads late in the piece there. So 6, 1, 4 and 9.
Can't draw a gate, poor old amazement. He's out in barrier number 12, but it is Joe Marrera once again for John Size. Falcon Turbo, the favourite at 4.9. Regent Glory for the boys has come up 10 in early betting.